Hey guys, FUT here with episode number 15 of our FUT Champs highlights. This time we're back with the highlights, and this is the team we're going into the weekend with. It's a mix of La Liga and Premier League, and overall I think it looks pretty decent. Obviously you saw there Linez, he is an instant sub. He comes off straight away for Aaron Ramsey, who will go into the attacking midfield role. But you can see this guy's squad. Main players, Kroos, Odegaard, Vardy and a Salah. He's also got the Militao, but not the premium version. So that's a bit strange. Why would you waste the money on that one? Just go all up for the best one, surely. But 13 minutes into the game, Reguilon whips the ball across. Riyad Mahrez is in the middle to tuck home a nice little header at the near post and puts us 1-0 up, scoring the first goal of the weekend. As Vardy looks to counter-attack us, Ansu Fati threads the ball through to Odegaard really nicely on his stronger left foot, but it hits the post, comes out. Carvajal can intercept, and we're going to work our way out from the back. Nice ball into Keane in the he's like the deep line playmaker of the whole team. But Ramsey back into Riyad. Riyad is going to play it through to his teammate Fekir, and Fekir tucks it into the back of the net. I think Fekir is of Algerian descent. I might be getting mixed up with someone else because I just remember I think he used to be Algerian. I'm getting mixed up with. I'm getting him mixed up with Benzia. Benzia used to be French and he's now Algerian. Apologies there. But yeah, we're 2-0 up. We are playing pretty nice football right now. As Fekir on the ball, turns past, frees it through to Raul Jimenez. And Jimenez tucks it into the back of the net and makes it 3-0. This guy then breaks through with his Odegaard. He's going to miss this chance. It was a nice created chance, but Alisson makes a save. He does decide to rage quit. And we go 1-0 to kick off the weekend. Really good start. And then we go against this team. He's got a lone Figo, which is annoying. Some strong centre-back pairing in Blanc and Ferdinand. Just overall a pretty decent-looking team, especially in the defence. And 14 minutes into the game, Benzema plays it through to Mane. Mane plays it to Salah, back to Gattuso. And Gattuso holds it up quite nicely, gets past our man. Salah with a little drag back through to Benzema. Benzema plays it back through to Mo Salah on his stronger left foot, tucks it past Alisson, and he makes it 1-0. Not really the way we want to be starting. We're 24 minutes in. Things are about to go from bad to worse. As you can see there, almost conceding from the corner. Luckily for us, we clear the ball off the line. But unfortunately for ourselves, it falls straight to Benzema as he plays a little 1-2 with Mbamu. Then to Mo Salah. He's arriving in the box late. No one's tracking him. Little heel to heel, little drag, ball roll, onto his left foot, which isn't his stronger foot, but he tucks into the back of the net quite nicely and makes it 2-0. Not what we want, but 32 minutes into the game, he tries to play the ball to Salah. We intercept it with Reguilon, and Mahrez now is going to start a counter-attack. There's a 1-2 here between Raul Jimenez and Fekir. Works really nicely. Great touch to get past Blanc, and you can see he moves his keeper to the near post, so we stay calm, stay composed, and we strike it across goal to the far post. 2-1, half in the lead. But just before half-time, this guy is going to play through his Mane. Very composed finish there to cut it back onto the left foot. Again, not the stronger foot, but apparently that doesn't matter when you're up against me. Apparently that doesn't matter. But 50 minutes into the game, we're going to now try and... We've got an even... The 2-goal deficit has been reinstated, so we're going to look to break that back down as Fekir's through on goal. 1-on-1, look at that, he tried to mark the cutback, moving his keeper again, giving us the opportunity to tuck it into a pretty much open net. And in the 87th minute, this game was lagging like a bitch, but Fekir's played through. He scored this kind of goal in the previous game. Because of the lag, I put too much power on it, and we lose the game. We're 1-1. I don't remember the last time that happened, that we went 1-1 in the weekend. I usually go like 3 or 4 wins before I get my first loss. But this weekend, 1-1. But 4 minutes into this game against a decent looking La Liga squad. He's got the Ansu Fati, he's got a Griezmann, he's got the likes of some good players, but Mahrez is too good for that defence. Baresi, he's just left him on his arse. 6 minutes in, Riyad Mahrez breaks through, makes it 1-0 on his left foot, and lovely little finish. And then 18 minutes in, Jimenez through to Mahrez. Mahrez back to Fekir. Fekir through to Jimenez. We're just going to sweaty it across to Riyad. Second goal of the game. 19 minutes in, we are going to say goodbye to I don't know what his name was, but we're saying goodbye to him. And we're back to winning ways after a early little shaky start, but we come up against this guy. He's got a Bundesliga side with a Puyol and a Klose and a Fekir chucked in there for good measures. A very strong Bundesliga squad, especially in the defence. Especially in this... Oh, and a Reguilon. But yeah, very strong Bundesliga side. But if we start off the game with Carvajal losing out the ball to Marco Reus, thankfully for him, Reguilon, for us, wins back the ball and can start a counter-attack as Raul Jimenez on the ball. He plays the ball to Riyad Mahrez and continues his run past Carlos Puyol, one-on-one with Manuel Neuer, and a nice little curling effort past the goalkeeper makes it 1-0, and we go up in the game, looking to add a second here in the second half, literally just the beginning of the second half. Jimenez has played through. Once again, he's going to curl one past Manuel Neuer, and we go 2-0 up, doubling our lead, and that is also going to result in the rage quit of our opponent. So people are rage quitting quite early on into games at only 2-0, but we come up against this guy, ter Stegen. All I've got to say is ter Stegen's team in the season. The rest of the team you can deal with, but ter Stegen, that's just a big no. That is a big no. But a free kick just before the hour mark. Maldini plays the ball to Militao. Militao to Fred. Fred to Crespo. Crespo plays it through to Fred, who tucks it into the back of the net. Just take a look at this. That's Witsel. That's the 93 Witsel getting nutmegged there. And pretty much effectively causing us to concede a goal. We then hit the post with Fekir. And you just know, if you hit a post in the game, you just know it's not your game. You know you're going to lose it. And in the 83rd minute, Fred on the ball, plays the ball through to Hernan Crespo, shoots it perfectly into the back of the net, and he secures the victory for that guy, pretty much. As again, we played through, we try and get a goal here with Riyad Mahrez. Like, what is that? What is that? You know, it's just simple. How is that not a goal? And then we play it through. Raul Jimenez does eventually get the goal. How is that 2? How is that Mahrez one not going in? He's scuffed the shot. But look at those match stats. Look at those match stats. It is a piss poor attempt. And then we come up against this guy. He's got another ter Stegen, but more importantly, he's got a 99 Kevin De Bruyne that we need to be focusing on. And it's just not what you want when you come up against someone. You don't want to see a red 99 De Bruyne. But we did survive all the way into the second half, the 48th minute to be exact, as the ball's played across to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura tucks it into the back of the net. He makes it 1-0. And then in the 79th minute, a deflected pass off of, I think it was Keane, falls to one of his players, keeping him in possession. Heung-min Son up to Mo Salah. Mo Salah turns Reguilon quite nicely, but he's still not in a good position to do anything. Reguilon got the ball there, but an advantage was played. We win the ball back with Marcos Alonso, but it falls straight to Salah. You know, just things not going our way. And then eventually Heung-min Son tucks it into the back of the net. He makes it 2-0, and we lose the game. So at this point I thought I'd change up the squad. We've lost a lot of games on the bounce. We'll change up the squad. So, you can see we've gone back to our Bundesliga roots here. Witsel is now in the starting lineup. We've got Origi in there for chemistry. Origi is pretty much the Linez. Ramsey will come on for him. And we come up against this guy. We're 3-3 right now. A very good squad. This guy must be just starting his weekend league, considering the ELO rating that we're at of O. I don't expect someone to be with that squad at the same rating as we are. But 6 minutes into the game, the ball's played through to Ben Yedder, little heel to heel, drags back, Maldini's out of position, Hendo is through, and tucks it past Alisson. 1-0. 25 minutes in, Ousmane Dembele now. You can see there, I ran my Mahrez away from him because my Mahrez was not at cam, my Henderson was at cam. I don't mind it when Mahrez switches with Aaron Ramsey because they're both attacking roles. When he switches with Henderson, which is a defensive role, I need to switch him back. We do go 2-0 down. Zaha's in the box. He's going to cut it back to Ben Yedder. A nice little La Croqueta to get past our man. And he eventually comes back inside and shoots it up the near post. We're going to rage quit from this one at half-time. Again, I just don't know what to do. The team is still the same for this one, but we're now -1 on our rating. And we're coming to a Bundesliga, a Premier League team with a couple of La Liga players in there. And 8 minutes into the game, Timo Werner plays through Jordan Henderson. Henderson on the ball, plays it to Witsel. Witsel to Butragueno. Butragueno to Witsel. You can see our players are still not in their proper positions, but Witsel plays it to Thiago. Thiago throws a brilliant ball through to Origi, and he strikes it in the near post. I think I saw some slight goalkeeper movement there by his Kepa. I'm not quite sure. But 16 minutes in, everyone's on the pitch that should be on the pitch now. Timo Werner plays the ball through to Thiago. He got the assist for the first one. Can he get a goal? Not quite, as Kepa palms out for a corner. But Thiago whips this corner perfectly as Maldini gets his head onto it, into the back of the net. 2-0, doubling our lead. And the Italian centre-back provides a second assist. Well, he scores the goal, providing a second assist for Thiago, who once again is charging forward, looking for a goal himself. But he's going to try and get a third assist as he plays the ball to Morris, but it's blocked. Second shot saved, falls to Butra, tucks it into an open net, and that is going to be this guy leaving the game. 3-0 will be the final score of this one as he leaves the game. We're now 4-4. We're back on level terms. And at this point, I need to win the remaining 2 games. Another switch up to the team. I've pretty much put my best possible team out there, and I think it's a very good. It's a killer of a team, basically. Jose Perez in that kind of attacking midfield box-to-box role, very, very good. But come up against this guy, full Premier League team, a lot of strong players in there, a lot of good. He's got a very good midfield, is all I'll say. But that's no match for our Mane, Mahrez and Raul Jimenez combination. Mane with some brilliant dribbling, finds the space, tucks it in at the near post, right in the top corner. No way Edison's getting to that one. 1-0. Perfect. But then, 5 minutes into the game, De Bruyne, nice little drag back. But you can see Alisson gets to the ball, but somehow it's a penalty. And I think it may be because Maldini ran into the back of him. I didn't press any tackle buttons there to give away that penalty. Again, that's on EA, not me. But that's okay. We've got a brilliant squad of brilliant players, brilliant attacking players. Mane being one of them that unfortunately hit the post. But fortunately for ourselves, it fell straight to Riyad Mahrez, who tucked it into the open net. 16 minutes into the game. We're back in front, and we are loving life. And now I'm going to try and add some more goals to this tally. As Jimenez plays the ball through to Sadio Mane. And I thought he was offside. So I passed it, just thinking that it would make the play go quicker. Apparently not. He wins back the ball. Mo Salah charges down the wing. We win the ball back there, but unfortunately the possession stays to Mo Salah. He outstrengths Marcos Alonso somehow, and he makes it 2-2. Going into the second half, though, we win the ball back in this guy's penalty box. But Raul shoots, hits the crossbar, falls back to Raul. He's going to win the header down to Mane. Mane tucks into the back of net for his second goal of the game. 51 minutes in, and I'm pretty sure Mane has put us in front 2 times this game, and he's pretty much provided the other one. But we're not done there, as Riyad Mahrez on his weaker right foot tucks it past the goalkeeper, makes it 4-2. And then we're going to score a 5th and final goal here as he messes around with his De Bruyne. We win the ball back with Keane. Perez to Mane. Mane to Jimenez. Jimenez through to Mahrez. This time on his stronger left foot, securing himself the hat-trick from the cam position. And that's going to be it for this game. A 5-2 victory after fighting back to get in front twice. Riyad Mahrez with the hat-trick. He gets the match ball. And that is now 5-4. And that kind of makes this last game even more important to win, to go 6-4. And as we say, 6-4 is a decent start. You know, you want to be getting the 7-3 or the 8-2. But again, ter Stegen, Ramos, Varane. He's got a brilliant attacking 3. He's got Eusebio. He's got a Hullet. He's got a foot birthday Pogba. But I'll tell you what, this guy was not that good. He was not that good. He had a brilliant squad. But in terms of the playing ability, he really was not the best. And we took full advantage of that as 8 minutes in. Raul Jimenez plays the ball to Mane. Mane holds it up really nicely and throws it back through to Raul. Back through to Mane. Great touch to get past his man. And then a lovely little finesse shot pass to Stegen. Makes it 1-0, 9 minutes into the game. Just before half-time, Mane double tap through ball the ball to Raul. He goes for the shot. Didn't quite work out. Hullet wins the header up to Richarlison. Richarlison's going to play the ball to Heung-min Son, but it's going to be won back by Danny Carvajal quite nicely here, as we just poke it through him as he's trying to skill. He liked to slide, and a lot of his players got yellow cards because of it. As Mahrez has played through, we're just going to cut it back to Mane. Tucks it into the open net. And he makes it 2-0, doubling his goal tally in the game. Doubling our goal tally in the game, but 64 minutes in. This is quite a lucky goal, quite a fortunate goal really. As Mahrez on the ball, he is going to thread it through really nicely to Jimenez. Shoots it. His Varane went in for the slide tackle and it deflected over the top, looping over to Stegen. This guy then paused it, full paused it twice, using up all of his pauses because he'd already used one at this point. And a brilliant touch there by Mane, through to Raul Jimenez. Bit of deflection, but we play it back through to Mane, hits the post. Mahrez is there to tuck it into the open net, and because he'd used all his pauses, this guy, instead of pausing it and quitting, he had to quit the application. So unlucky to this guy, we were all over him with his God Squad, and we made it to 6-4. What a way to end the episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.